Hey guys, I just wanted to say something as far as Zybak's most recent video. I'm not an expert in any of this, but it did strike me odd that, there was some details that you could see in his video that he didn't really touch on at all. So I made this post in the official Discord. It basically just talks about what I found. Essentially, the home was sold to John Lanza and Doreen Lanza. It was sold by John Moore to them and never sold back to him or to Steven. You can actually see this here, sold by John Moore on to John Lanza and Doreen Lanza on October 27th, 2025. Steven did sell, it looks like, to John as well, but nothing shows that it was ever sold back. So I looked up the county records. You can see it right here, and I'll just zoom in here for you. Basically, it shows that they're the current deed owners in this case. They have the deed to the house. They're the ones that own it. If you look up here, you can see it was sold by Steven to John, but then John sold it to them. Okay. Now, I asked ChatGPT, what the heck? What's going on with this? And it essentially explained it for me, which really helped because I'm not a realtor. I don't know much about this, but I wanted to kind of figure out more since, from what I can tell, it looks like it's owned by a different group of people. It's not owned by some trust or anything like that. It's owned by, these two. In this case, ChatGPT confirmed what I thought. Essentially, Steven transferred his interests in the home to John. Looks like ChatGPT thinks it's a title cleanup. It's not a market sale. John then sold the property to John Lanza and Doreen Lanza. This is the actual sale. This is what's recorded by the county. So they're the owners. Steven was telling the truth, and unfortunately, Zybak just didn't dig into it deep enough. I don't think he was trying to lie or anything like that. I just think he got half the story and missed the other half. You know what happens when you got something juicy and you think, oh, this is super obvious, and then you just don't dig deep enough. You know what happens. So I just want to make a video to kind of just set the record straight in that sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think what happened was kind of scummy overall. That Steven didn't tell us that, hey, I'm in serious debt. The game's no longer fully funded, and we're at risk. But I don't feel like it's fair that everyone's just jumping on him and not giving him any benefit of the doubt. So this is my response to Zybak. Hopefully he sees it and takes a second to correct it.